Well, definitely DJ Wild, David Swallace, David Swallace, I should say, Diet Sandaram.
Uh-huh.
They're just very, very good friends now.
Yeah.
And it's just like that. Those are my boys. I couldn't imagine being without them now.
Oh, that's nice. And you said you didn't get to play some of the things that you wanted to play.
Oh no, I didn't. It's always so quick. When you're having fun, time flies. And I got all this new stuff I wanted to try out and play just to hear what it sounds like sonically. I did a few things myself. I didn't get a chance to even put on. None of them.
Were there going to be some exclusives that we were going to hear there?
Yeah.
Sound like what? Tell me what.
There's something I'm working on for Objectivity.
Okay, cool.
And it's called, let me get it right now, because we were joking about Fluff Rehab. There's a couple more things out from Madhouse, some dubs of like Get Out. There's a newer version of Varism I wanted to play from, what are those guys named? They just remixed it. I just found out about it. I had to buy it.
You had to buy a remix of your own tune?
Yeah, I didn't even know they did it. It was, what's the name of those guys?
It will come to you. Where are they from?
I can't even remember the name of the guys. I just got it right before I left Detroit anyway. But I was like, wow. I mean, but there's a bunch of stuff I had like piled up. I was just like, oh man, I didn't get a chance to do it, but later.
I was gonna say, how did like the daytime sets to the nighttime sets play?
Funny enough, I love the daytime thing. I just wish there was more sun out. The sun brings the energy out in the people and it makes them really happy.
Yeah.
But it's like there's a dark cloud hanging over. But I noticed every time that the sun came out, people started getting really happy again.
Arms
that was
in the
just
air.
like, come on, give me the damn sun. Every time it peaked, or like even an airplane coming over.
Yeah.
When I landed here, I was just like, I was so tired. But like when I knew I was getting ready to play, everything changed. I was so energetic. I'm still like jumping around.
Do you still find that after all these years, you'll still get really excited about everything?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I told myself, I said, the day that I don't get excited, I'm going to stop.
Really?
Yeah, I'll stop. I'd see my mom walking through the door and I'd try to hide. I'd run through the club and try to find a corner like, he must have gone home already.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, but my mom would come and get me and it was just like, oh man, I got to wait for next week.
And leave your dad there to play.
Yeah, and it's just like sad. And even with shows and stuff, he had like all these artists and they had like Sharon Red and Surface and Pool and the Gang and all these people that would perform with him. Wow. And they would just come in like one at a time, like Vic Connolly would come in and he'd play like flute over some of the tracks, and there's a couple of guys that would come in and play keyboards and saxophones, and that's where I get my ideas from when I do it. So it's just like I'm just carrying on the family tradition.
So I bet your dad had an amazing record collection.
Yeah, actually he still DJs.
He still DJs?
Yeah.
In fact, have you not DJed together still since?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, we did a party for his birthday. It was
where was that?
Yeah, it was in Newark actually.
In New York?
Yeah. And he same thing. Most of my family are DJs.
Really?
There's about good 6 or 7 of us that travel. And my cousin Jess Wright, she actually DJs for like Soul Child and all. She does hip hop.
Oh,
She just won an award like best hip hop DJ in New Jersey.
Wow.
So I was like really like rooting for her. I was like, yeah.
Good stuff. Man, do you ever get all the family together? Do you ever have like a battle?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah?
We do. Actually, we joke around all the time. Barbecues in summertime, always. We're always slinging records, trying to show each other one up.
I love it. Does it become a bit competitive? Or?
No, but it's fun. It's we're all family. We love each other. So of course it's like, check this out. What I got. Take this. This. You need this. Take this turntable. Take this record. Take this. We all share very well.
When you were like younger and you were first going through your dad's record collection, what were the first things that kind of shone out to you that you were like, oh my god, this, like when you heard it, you were like...
You know what, the thing that got me, every Prelude record that he had there, because he had promos of everything, the Prelude stood out to me for some reason. I literally went through his whole collection. Like he let me stay up one day, didn't say a word, and I just went through the whole collection just day after day, and I kept marking records and shifting records just to learn them, and it was up for like maybe a good like 4 or 5 days. And all I did was manage to just shift some records to the other side of the room and the other records to the other side of the room. I'm thinking I'm making a pile of myself. I just kept making the same piles.
Just surrounded.
Yeah. And it was just really interesting to learn all of those records, and I wanted to learn them so bad, and that's what I did. I had to do it.
Do you ever get to play those ones out still now?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of funny because the first time I came to Ibiza, I brought some of them with me, and I found out from another friend of mine who DJs here, Sarah Main, that there's a crew of DJ or people like steal records at the airport. So when I first brought them here, I didn't know that.
don't tell me.
Yeah, they took they actually went and selected the stuff my dad gave me stamped on and everything, and they went through and selected. I had a whole pack full, right?
What?
They went back. I had that many when I came home. They just went through. Oh, they're like this. Oh, we have that. We'll leave that. Oh no, not good. Yeah, this is good. But
that breaks my heart.
It's like taking my history away from me. So I was so oh, you got to be kidding me. But it was impossible for me to bring all of my records on the plane the first time I came here. So.
Yeah. My God, that actually breaks my heart. I hate the idea of vinyl as well. It's, it's so beautiful. Yeah. It's like you've got today when you've got MP3s, whatever. When you've got that package, and also like you say, these are old records. They started your love of music. For them to go must have been heartbreaking. Mm-hmm. Absolutely heartbreaking. God, my God. And so you mentioned that was the first time that you played in Ibiza. When was that? And where did you play?
Oh, shit. Well, the first time I heard about Ibiza, I want to say was with Champion, and I believe it was. God, he's got a radio show now, Radio 1. What is his name now? I want to say Pete Tong, but that's not it.
Pete Tong is on Radio 1, but...
Yeah, but it was another
Judge Jules? No. Danny Rampling?
Danny
Rampling.
Danny Rampling. Danny Rampling worked for Champion Records years ago.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
And what happened was, I learned about it then with Mel Medali, maybe back in early 80s, 1990. But I had no idea. I mean, he was bringing them over all the time, and he kept saying Ibiza, Ibiza, Ibiza. And the first place I ever played, maybe it was 93, 94, at Es Paradiso. Mm-hmm. And I was ever since then, I was what the hell is this place? It's like adult Disney World.
Totally.
Yeah. And then, same thing again with Mauricio. He always kept me in the loop with everything, and kept me current with what's going on. And he brought me here, and he thought this would be a great idea to meet the guys, Antonio and Andreas, and we all got along. And it's just it felt like I've always been here, honestly. It just feels like I'm just part of the
Another
group.
home. Yeah. I think Ibiza has that kind of quality.
Yeah.
People feel very at one with the place,
yeah.
the people.
It absolutely is, and it's just I have so much fun, even out of here, not even playing with them, just hanging out with them, because we're all of us are close.
Yeah.
All of us are close.
So when was the first time you played DC10?
Actually, the first time I played DC10 was the closing party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which one?
The last one.
The last closing party. Yeah. Okay, so then.
And then after that, they just kept taking me around, and I was on tour with them for the whole thing, and then they have me here for the opening, and I'm back and forth from here. Now I'm a new resident.
Yeah, I know. So how often are you going to be here this summer?
I'll be here about 6 times this year, 6 or 7.
Amazing. Good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm here for the next 2 months, so I'll be coming every
cool.
time. We're coming. And because DC10, it's quite a change. Your style, you're kind of you've got a bit more soul to music than what they used to play.
Yeah, that was their new idea. And they wanted to create it, and I thought it was a cool idea. And the first person they got here was Tony Humphries to change the thing. They have new era now, so I thought it was interesting. I was like, really?
Yeah.
I said, because I wasn't convinced. I was always thinking Ibiza was progressive or techno or really hard. So I said, well, I don't know. Let me see. Mauricio again is the champion for doing that, bringing Tony here. And it was just a catalyst for bringing me here. And it's just I feel very, very blessed to have played here and blessed to have Mauricio in my life. He's one of my best friends.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So, but
And you feel you kind of said it used to feel like the island was kind of progressive and more techno. Do you feel like there's being a bit of a kind of soulful house revival?
It looped around. It honest to God, it looped around. And the funny thing is, my best friend Dennis is playing some other spot around here. So it's he's just rented a house.
Yeah.
So when
tonight?
Well, he rented a house somewhere here. Okay. He's going to be here for about 2 months or so. I can't remember where he's playing, but yeah, he's let's come over to the house. It's him and the Martinez, and same thing again. It's just it's going to be a party island.
For the whole summer.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go, oh my God,
I can't even imagine what the parties in the house are going to be like. He rented a really big ass house.
Yeah.
Mansion style looking thing, so God only knows what the pool parties are going to be like.
Looking forward to that then.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing. Lucky you to be here all summer.
Yeah, no, you're more than welcome to come, because I know that's going to be the...
Oh, bless you. Thank you very much. I'd love to. And a couple more things I'm going to ask you before I let you go. Tell me a little bit about Dick Dickler.
Oh my God, I was in Ireland. This is the funniest story. I was in Ireland, and my friend Mocha...
Your friend who?
Mocha. And Fumi. Okay. Mocha is a promoter, and Fluky is his friend, and he's a golf caddy.
Okay.
And what happened was, they came to pick me up to go do this party in Cork, Ireland. And Fluky came up to me and he said, Kerri, he said, you never guess who I just picked up. You gotta remember this guy's name. You would not believe who I picked up. And he says his last name is Dickler. Guess what his first name is? I said, no, what? And I couldn't even imagine. He said, Dick. I said, wait a minute, his name is Dickler? So we had an ongoing joke about it.
Yeah.
And all day long we were cracking up on things. So everything on there that we talked about was like the tapes, because they caught Mocha on the radio trying to sell like dildos. And they were tricking him. Yeah, that's like all the intros have some weird thing to them. So Mocha, they had him on the radio, and they were fooling him because they were like, oh, you'll sell anything. So he said like he's got porno tapes, so let's call him up. And it just happened to be one of those things. So we're talking about the tapes. We went to this bar out in Kinsale, and we were just there, and there was this girl who had this thing called the eye tattoo. Yes.
Wondered what that was. I love that too.
It just, the whole day just was so funny, and I said I gotta make an EP out of it, and just because this guy actually was a porn star. He's Ron Jeremy's best friend. That's who he was catering.
The name.
Yeah, so that's what he was caddying for.
Right. Okay.
So I was joking. This guy's old. Like he must be like 69, 70.
Wow, and still working as a
yeah,
porn star?
but he's. I guess if you have the talent,
the talent. That's a very. Very good choice of word.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm glad I know, because I was like, at first I was like, who is this person?
It's just, but the funny thing is everybody thinks it's me, like I'm some alter ego, but it's not. It's actually a real guy named Dick Dickler. So what we did was we found all the women that, like were hanging out with him and all this other stuff. So we actually we had women call his house on the answering machine, and we taped it and we put it all in as the intros.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so
I get
we just did all the intros with it, and I just made the stuff around it.
Oh my god, fantastic. Oh right, I'm so glad I know the story behind that now, because I always knew there had to be
The funny thing is I'm actually planning another one. It's called Weekend with Dickler. So it's going to be even funny. Did you ever get the real pack of it?
No, I never got the real pack.
Oh my god, the way we put it together, I thought it'd be really funny to put it in a brown paper bag.
Oh, okay.
Like a porno.
Yep. No
and
marks.
We put in with we put condoms in there with it, and like all these. We called up what was the name of this? Babes in Toyland, and we called them up, and they gave us like coupons and stuff. So we put all of this stuff in with the records.
Amazing. Because I remember reading the promo of it, which is like, I was like,
oh my god, no,
he comes in hard and then he goes soft and all this, and then he erupts, and I was like, oh my god, what is this?
It's hilarious, but the real package, it's hilarious. If you actually get one of the records,
man, I won't get my hands on that.
And there's a stamp on it. It's like a brown paper bag, and it just says for adults only. And that's
amazing.
It. Yeah.
Cool, good sense of humor. So tell me about is it Week Wickler? How do you say it?
A Weekend with Dickler is the next one.
Oh, a weekend with Dickler. Okay. Yeah. And so what can we expect for that?
Kind of the same thing, but it's more. I'm gonna go even deeper into it. I'm actually gonna see if I can find like Ron Jeremy and have him speaking.
Why not?
Yeah, like some weird, crazy stuff. Because I actually know some people who are actually in the business, so I'm gonna call him up and see who I can get. Jerome, he's a complete nut. Like Jerome Sydenham, and it's like one of my dearest friends too.
Yeah.
So when I go to Jerome, he has all the connections for all of those guys. So I'm gonna call all of these porn stars up and see if I can get them to do.
You're gonna make a DVD to go with it?
I might. That's a good idea.
There we are. Everybody making love to your music.
That's a wild idea. That's a cool idea. Damn.
Kerri, do it.
Actually, he's the guy that do that.
Write that down.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Marissa? The Dick Dickler thing. She was saying I should do video with that.
If you had to pick or maybe you have a favorite club or one of your favorite times playing somewhere where things just went off.
Wow. I guess Detroit. That was Detroit
was
amazing just now. It's all really fun, but I think tonight it's really going to be tonight's going to be really fun because it's more intimate and everyone's got their energy going.
And so many people who were just playing in Detroit were playing in Ibiza before and vice versa. So I think they've kind of got like very different vibes, but a parallel thing going on.
Detroit was really, really, really good. I really loved it there. I felt really, really lucky to do it again.
Yeah.
And it's just like.
I can't wait. My boss from DJ Mag was there covering that this year, and I was like, next year can I go and you do Ibiza instead, please? Like,
you should go. It's a really different energy. It's very, very good energy.
Okay, one last question for you. A couple of songs that you're really like pushing right now that you absolutely love that you think could be really big for the summer or anything?
Well, I just signed some stuff from Tony Leone, and I'm hoping that breaks over.
Everything he does is like
yeah,
gold.
He's a really, really, really good producer and musician. So I just picked a couple of things up of his.
What are they called, so I can?
Just an EP. I'll send it to you if you want.
Yeah, man, I'd love that.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
I just gotta get your information.
Yeah, sure. Fly.
I don't know. I think the Martinez stuff is coming. Martinez Brothers, they got some stuff coming. I've got some stuff coming.
Yeah.
Jerome is doing an EP for me too. Same thing, Diet. Doing some stuff with him.
You've been doing some amazing remixes recently.
Yeah, I got this thing like in Detroit that I just found like before I got here.
What?
I'm trying to remember the name. It was a remix he did. I don't remember the name of anything.
No, Maya Jane Coles, you've just done that one.
I remember that one.
Yeah, no.
What they say, not that one. It's another one he just did.
Okay.
Just did like I must have been like maybe less than 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh. Can't wait to hear it, whatever it is.
I played it tonight. It went off.
Tonight?
It went off nice.
Whereabouts in the set?
Near the end.
Okay. Well, I just have to remember all those things I had. Right, we'll leave it there. That's absolutely perfect. Thank you, Kerri, man.
Oh, thank you.
You're cool, man. So nice to meet you. And like that was honestly, I've only been here since Thursday, but that was one of the best dances I've had. All weekend, and we're still leaving, you know?